back to my channel, King Steve Tarot, and this will be a bonus reading for you guys. You guys came in third place after Sagittarius. So without further ado, let's have our little shuffle match, if you will, and get straight to your bonus messages. I hope all of you guys have been doing well. And also, I've been having, well, not having, but I've actually been doing a little better with my time management, because as you guys can see, I've definitely managed to work in time to do my readings in between running both of my businesses, which I'm extremely happy about, because at first it was so difficult. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, Gemini. Spirit, is there any messages that you have for the sign of Gemini for the month of February 2021? Spirit, is there any messages? Okay, your first one is the Knight of Swords. And already, my vocabulary, geez. I'm already feeling like this is a to be continued from the last reading I did for you guys. For the new viewers and potential subscribers, I just uploaded a Gemini video, reading, if you will, and this is already giving me a to be continued. You already starting off with the Knight of Swords, letting me know that you are soaring forward, honey, and kind of not letting that situation get the best of you. Let's get the rest of your messages. Spirit, is there any more messages that you have for the sign of Gemini for February 2021? Spirit, is there any more messages that... Okay. Hold on. Oh, it's not too many. 3, 4, 5. All right. So you guys have the King of Pentacles upright, the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. You guys have the Page of Pentacles. Let me slide this over a little bit. You guys have the Page of Pentacles upright. You guys also have the Five of Wands, and I'm going to sit that there so you guys can see. Or actually, you know what? Because it's only 2 more cards, we can sit it there. The Five of Wands. Oh, you guys got the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so, and what's this? The Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, all right. Yeah, this is definitely a to be continued from the other reading. I'm already getting from the Three of Swords and this Five of Cups being in reverse. Whoever you were dealing with, which could be a Scorpio, because the Five of Cups is Scorpio energy, they may have tried to change their ways. They may be trying to come back, but I still feel like it's some type of deceit because of that Page of Pentacles. But let's get into your reading. And oh yeah, this person, they're trying to make it seem like they changed their ways, but they didn't, because the overall energy was the Two of Cups in reverse, and this is clearly in reverse, though. Yeah. Now, if this was in the upright, that'd be a different story. But it's in reverse. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Your first card was the Knight of Swords. This is fire and air energy. Okay, so you're looking at Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or you're looking at Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, so the person you were messing with, I feel for a lot of you, it was a Sagittarius. But again, apply what, is fitting. They could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, a Leo or Aries. Or it can be their moon or have placement in their chart. and for you likewise. So again, apply how you see fit. Now, the Knight of Swords speak of action, overcoming, thought, authority. So again, you didn't let this situation get the best of you. You took authority over the situation and you kept it moving. And it shows me that you did that with grace because you came into your King of Pentacles, okay, which is your second card. Now, when you come across the King of Pentacles, that's air and earth energy. So you're looking at Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So for some of you, this may be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is the second time that air is showing up in your reading. But again, you are looking at rationality, intelligence, certainty, okay? This can also speak of a rival and falsity, but because this is in the upright, the rival can be the person that you're leaving behind. Or they could, or you could have noticed too, Gemini, that during this situation, entanglement or relationship, if you will, you notice that this person may have been in slight competition with you, okay? So either they become a rival because you leave them bitter, or they become a rival because not only did you leave them bitter, but they were secretly in competition with you anyway. And you also peep that. And Geminis are not the type of sign that wants their lover to be in competition with them. It's like, let's grow together and not go against each other. I already got people outside trying to go against me. I don't need you trying to do the same thing too. Move these over a little bit. But again, when you come across the King of Pentacles, that's rationality and intelligence, and that's what you use to not only become the King of Pentacles, but to also get up out of that situation. You went from the Knight of Swords to the King of Pentacles, and I feel as though that a lot of you is like, you know what, I'm not even worried about relationships right now. It's all about my bag. It's all about my coin. And with the Two of Wands, with the Two of Wands being your third card, I already told you, Aries already popped up. This also has a placement in Mars, okay? This can speak up in the upright, accumulation of desires, surprise, assessment. In the reverse, this can be limitations and envy, okay? Now, Gemini, I feel like something is interfering. I feel like something is interfering with what you're trying to accumulate. Even though you came into your King of Pentacles energy, you've grown, you became intelligent, you're doing what you're doing, but let's not forget, the King of Pentacles is best paired with the Ten of Pentacles, which really shows that not only did you become the King of Pentacles, but you really fell into your abundance. But when it's paired with the Two of Wands, especially in reverse, it can speak of limitations when it comes to your desires. Right now, you feel like something is holding you back, or you feel like you're limited because of something. It may be because you work for someone and you may feel like, hey, I may want to start going into business for myself. You may feel limited that way. But it's also bringing on a sense of envy. Now, I don't know if this is you, Gemini, or if this is the person, but normally when this is in reverse, and I hate to play devil's advocate here, but normally when this is in reverse, it's normally speaking of the sign that I'm doing the reading for. Now, Gemini, this envy can be not because you want what somebody had. It can be a simple fact of, by you getting these limitations and you're seeing maybe other people around you are receiving certain things that may be not even putting in the same amount of work that you're putting in. I think that's the type of envy that it's speaking of. I think it's speaking of that type where it's like, hey, I'm doing this and that and the third, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, but they're not even doing what they're supposed to do, and they're not being limited. They're moving the way they want to move. Gemini, I want to say this. The emotion of envy can come in different forms. It doesn't always have to come in a form of you being a hater. You're not being a hater. You're just trying to understand, why am I being limited when I'm actually putting in more work? And Spirit is telling me to tell you, Gemini, God's rejection is his blessing. So at the end of the day, maybe you're limited because I feel like you need to take this time to really think what direction you need to go in. Because I feel like the universe is kind of, because when you think of limitations, you also think of stagnation. And I think the universe is kind of stagnating you right now, because don't forget, you have the Page of Pentacles right here, which is your next card, and that can speak of deceit. Okay? So maybe Spirit is telling you to take this time to really focus on what you're doing. Maybe you're so in a rush to break free and do your own thing because you feel limited. Okay? Um, or you're trying to so bad to just get away from this situation and just focus so much on your coins that you're rushing into something and you're maybe not reading the fine print. Okay? Now, when you have the Page of Pentacles, this can be Earth energy. So you're looking at Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Again, the second time they're showing up in your reading. So air and Earth is really showing up strong. Um, this can also speak of impulse, intuitive. This can speak of good news, but also deceit and superficiality. Now, with this being in the upright, I feel like a lot of you guys will use this time of limitation and stagnation, and you will get it. And I feel like that scroll represents some form of contract, and that pinnacle around the neck speaks of this person is in position of authority, maybe management, supervision, um, because they wear a pinnacle around their neck. So their pinnacle is, um, to me, anytime when someone holds a big pinnacle or has a pinnacle around their neck, they're of authority or they have a special title. Their pinnacles are, I wouldn't say unlimited, but their pinnacles is pretty long. But this represents a contract. But to me, I feel like this is something they have to, um, either eventually give you, or because you signed this, they are now like, I got you. Like, you kind of like, you see how he has that little smirk on his face, like, because I kind of get like, now that something was signed, you kind of maybe realize what it is, and now you're kind of chasing him for it, and he's like, no, 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 you signed already, no, no, no. So again, I feel like for some of you, you're going to catch it, and for some of you, this is what you may go through, rushing in to a situation. So again, make sure you're taking the time. I think the universe is bringing these limitations and stagnation because they want to make sure that you're not doing it out of emotion from the situation, and they want to make sure that you're not doing it from a place of cockiness. The King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles can be a bit cocky. Okay, so this is why the universe is putting your Two of Wands in reverse, because they want you to make sure that you're not being deceived, all because you're either moving out of cockiness or emotion. Okay, now you have the Five of Wands, which is Leo's energy. And this will be the second time that fire is also showing up, because remember, the Two of Wands speaks of Aries energy. Um, this also has a placement in Saturn. Now, in the upright, this speaks of expansion, new activities, success. In reverse, this can speak of controversy and fatigue. So I feel like for some of you, you courted, okay, because this card came out in the upright. And again, this speaks of expansion, new activities, and success. So for a lot of you, you took advantage of this limitation and stagnation moment that the universe put you through. And for some of you, you're going through it, but you're going to have success getting out of it. Remember I said he's kind of playing that chasing game, like, no, 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 you signed it. You court him. For some of you, you court up to him and you got the contract and you ripped it up. And for some of you, you took advantage of that stagnation, that period that the universe put you through, and you had success, okay? Now, excuse me, with success comes the past. Sometimes when we are successful, when we leave a situation, that can bring a person back into our life, all because we are now abundant. They see that we are happy without them. We don't need them emotionally. We don't need them physically. Our life goes on. And normally when a person is a narcissist, or normally when a person is a control freak of their nature, they cannot stand when a person can live without them. It's a smack in the face. It's a smack of reality. Now, the Three of Swords is in reverse, and that's Libra's energy, and also has a placement in Saturn. Now, in the upright, it will speak of new ideas, departure, okay? But in reverse, this more so speaks of regrets, loss, and distancing. So I feel like you you do feel the loss, Gemini. You feel the loss. Um, but I don't feel like the regrets is coming from you. I feel like the regrets is coming from them. But you feel the loss. See, it's a difference between feeling a loss and regretting. Okay? Things that you willingly let go because they are no longer serving your higher good, no matter how much you love them, that's a loss. Um, Regretting to me is a form of not learning a lesson. You know how some people, they say, "Oh, I don't regret the way I lived my life because the way I lived my life made me who I am." You're not supposed to regret what you do. Everything you do is supposed to be a lesson. When you regret something, that means that you did not learn the lesson. Um, So again, with the Three of Swords being in reverse, I feel like the regrets are more so coming from your person, but the feel of loss is coming from you. And also obviously distancing, because you're not going to continue to sit around that. We all know Gemini is not going to play themselves. Now, the next card behind that is the Five of Cups, and that's Scorpio energy and has a placement in Mars. Now, in the upright, this would speak of reflection, reconciliation, and also this would speak of resistance. But in reverse, this is more of disappointment and prudence. So again, you're disappointed in that person. Um, and if this was in the upright, this would be reflection and reconciliation. You're not reflecting on that. Yeah, Gemini, like you're not reflecting on that bullshit. You're like, child, please. I ain't got time for that. Like I said, you feel the loss, but you don't regret it. Because if you regretted it, then this would have came in the upright, where it would have been reconciliation, you know, it would have also been reflection, you know. Also in the upright, I feel like the resistance, you don't put up much resistance when this is in the upright. This in reverse, like, I feel like don't get me wrong, like some people would say, oh well, in the reverse it would mean the opposite of resistance. No, no, no. Resistance is resistance. There's a good resistance and there's a bad resistance. In the upright, a good resistance is they come in, they say they little woos, you put up a little resistance, but you eventually give them what they want. No, no, no. In reverse, that means that resistance is stern, because you recognize they're sneaking off with them cups, okay? Yeah, it's supposed to be 5 up on the mantelpiece, but where he taking them to? So again, and I believe y'all got this card in y'all last reading, Gemini, so it's no coincidence that this is actually finishing the reading. And again, your overall energy was the Two of Cups in reverse, and that's Cancer's energy. Also has a placement in Venus that speaks of gesture, ties, and passion. This can also speak of jealousy and betrayal. Um, Now, in the upright, I feel like the gesture, the ties, the passion, the jealousy, the betrayal, it would be more so like Okay, you see how you started off here with the Knight of Swords? This is persevering. This is moving past that. You're Two of Cups in reverse. So you're not feeling that passion for them. You're not feeling those ties. You're not feeling that jealousy. You know what I mean? You feel disappointed. You feel the betrayal, but you don't have that passion and that jealousy for them. Now, what's crazy is I don't even feel like the betrayal feeling is even coming from you. What's crazy is they got the nerve to feel betrayed. That's the shade. And what's crazy is underneath that was the devil card in reverse. Okay? So when you see the devil card in reverse, this is Capricorn's energy. You want to ask yourself, what temptations continue to bind me? And by this being in reverse, you know, because I feel like with the devil card in the upright, this would be something you need to ask yourself. But this is a form of arrogance. Remember, I told you that they got the nerve to feel betrayed. In reverse, the devil card also speaks of arrogance. Again, they're arrogant as fuck. It's just like, child, please. But with that being in reverse, you shut that down. This also speaks of dependence. You shut that down. Again, what temptations continue to bind you? By this being in reverse, you already know what continues to bind you, and you moved away from that shit. You're not entertaining it. You're not entertaining it. Uh, you know what, Gemini, I cannot. Look what was under the devil card. The death card in reverse. I mean, the death card in the upright. You cannot tell me that spirit is not speaking. Didn't I just say, you not entertaining that shit. You put that shit to rest. I look over and the death card sitting right there. I love when spirit confirms what I'm saying. Okay? Again, like I said, you're not entertaining it. You ain't playing. This is also Scorpio energy, as well as this Five of Cups in reverse. Now, again, the Death card upright speaks of transformation, renewal, new projects, revolution, advancement, breaking, change, cutting, okay? Ask yourself, what must I cut out of my life? You already know that. That's why this is in the upright. For some of you Geminis, I will say this. Some of you may be pregnant, and you may have to do this by yourself, but you got this. You got this. You put an end to that. You put an end to that. Yeah, I say some of you are definitely pregnant because the Four of Swords is right under that. The Four of Swords is right under that. And to me, the Four of Swords, you see how he's on his swords and he's not letting his feet touch the soil because he don't want to smash the soil. He don't want to mess up what's growing. So he's using his swords to tiptoe around that. That's nourishment. That's making sure whatever you have is nourishing. Okay? Pregnancy, you nourish yourself. So for some of you, you are pregnant. But Gemini Spirit is telling me to leave your messages here. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Every view and like matters. Again, this is what puts you in third place for bonus readings because your view and your likes really, really matter. Again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next reading. Namaste.